Good morning, class. Welcome to the economics lecture. In last previous lecture, we have ended up with our sixth chapter. Today, we will going to start our seventh chapter, that is unemployment in India. Clear? And today, we will going to see two topics. One is introduction, and another is type of unemployment, which is actually in India. So I think you all know what does unemployment means. The term unemployment means. I hope you all know. Unemployment means not getting the job. If you're qualified, still if you're not having a job, then you are unemployed. See, unemployment is more or less depend upon your education, more or less depend upon your skill and techniques, how you do a particular work. Clear? So when we talk about unemployment, it means we are talking about the person who are not having job. It is not mentioned, or it is not majorly important that that person is educated only. Even we know the laborers are working, they are unskilled. There are three types of labor we have seen: unskilled, semi-skilled and skilled laborers. Clear? If they are unskilled, they are not qualified, they are not educated, but still if they are earning, it means they are having that kind of a skill. Clear, class? So there are different kinds of unemployment. Today we will going to learn, but in simple term, unemployment means person is not employed, or a person is not having a job, or maybe he or she is not fit in a particular job, so that's why they are not having employment. Clear? Then unemployment means, what does this term means? As we are seeing the introduction, so we introduce the unemployment is like it is a term referring to the individual who are employable. It means who is educated and actively seeking a job but are unable to find a job. Who is employable? It means he can be employed somewhere. He is having that skill, he is qualified, he is educated, but he is not getting a job. That particular person is called as unemployed person. Clear? Then introduction. India is a developing country, we all know. So Indian economy is also a developing economy and one of the fastest growing economy of the world. Done. Why? Because industries and service sectors were rapidly increasing in India. So India is a developing country and having a developing economy and one of the fastest growing economy of the country. The problem of unemployment is considered to the biggest challenge to the development of India, because if the youth will not reach a particular job, or a youth not get a particular job, it means he or she will not contribute in the national income, and if they are not contributing in the national income, it means they are wasting their resources, their capability, their skills. Done. Then unemployment lead to a waste of a human resources, because we have a huge amount of youth crowd, we have a huge amount of human resources, but we are wasting that resources because they are employed, but they are having, like, they are employable, they can get a job, but they are not getting a job. Clear? So this is the problem which actually India is facing. From the long term, unemployment resulted in mass poverty and slow down the economic development. जितना ज्यादा टाइम तक वो अनएम्प्लॉयड रहेंगे, उतना ज्यादा पॉवर्टी बढ़ेगा, और उतना ज्यादा क्या बढ़ेगा, हमारी जो इकोनॉमी है वो उतने ही स्पीड में स्लो डाउन होते चली जाएंगी. समझ में आया? Mostly, youth people face the problem of unemployment. Young people are a major human resource key against a social change and driving force for the economic development and technological innovation. So, India is considerable a youth population. In previous lecture, we have already seen that last year we have faced corona, but still 2020 is the year when the huge amount of number in India is in the age group between 29 to 30. Clear? So now they are having in 2021 the age group between 31 to 32. So we are having this much kind of youth population, but the youth population is not employed. So it actually resulted in the poverty, and it actually affect the economic development of our country. Done. Then there is an imbalance between the employment opportunity and increase in the population, because population is increasing and the job opportunity is not that much, because the service sector, industry sector is not flourished that much in India. So this has resulted in the large scale of unemployment. So generally unemployed people involved in unproductive work, like What happen if they are educated but not getting job? What they do? They involve themselves in an unproductive work like they actually do gambling. They indulge themselves. It means they involve in anti-social activity and anti-national activity. It means they become anything which is not good for them, even not good for our nation. So if they are not employed, what they do? They involve themselves in an unproductive thing from where they can earn the money, which is not good for them also and not for the country also, because our youth population is going on a wrong direction. So it actually very harmful for the country that their youth is going to the wrong direction. So how we will going to pull them back? By giving them job opportunity, by providing them employment so that they could earn and they could contribute in the national income of the country. Then the meaning of unemployment. Normally anyone who is not gainfully employed in any productive activity is said to be unemployed. It means someone who is not earning money and who is not employed is said to be unemployed person. In economy, unemployment is to be studied with respect of, see, there is nature, working age group, depend upon like demand for and supply of labor, and prevailing wage rate. As you know, the wage rate is very less. Then the rate of economic growth is not faster enough to generate the adequate job to absorb the expanding labor force. लेबर फोर्स बढ़ते जा रहा है, उतना जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है उनको एब्जॉर्ब करने के लिए. Done. So unemployment is a situation in which people in the age group of 15 to 59, this is the age group which is mentioned on the above, the working age group 15 to 59 year, are able and willing to work at a prevailing wage rate but unable to get the job. जो भी wage rate चल रहा है उस wage rate पे ये age group के लोग काम करने के लिए ready है but इन्हें job नहीं मिल रहा है. Done. So जो age आपको बताई गई है वो है 15 to 59. Then for a person to be considered employed, it is essential that the person should be engaged in work for a minimum number of hours. There is particular hour has been decided for calling someone as an employed person. For example, if someone is working for 7 to 8 hours, it means that person is actually employed. But if someone is working only for 2 or 3 hours or for 4 hours, that person is not comes under employed person. Clear class? So, uh, as per the working hour has been decided by according to the National Sample Survey Organization, in India a person is considerably unemployed if he work less than 14 hours per week. क्लियर? पर वीक के बारे में बात हो रही है, पूरे हफ्ते में अगर वो 14 आवर्स से कम काम करता है, इट मीन्स दैट पर्सन इज नॉट एम्प्लॉयड. Even those who are work for 15 to 28 hours a week are considerable as undetermined underemployed. See why it is called as, see, those who are working for 15 to 28 hours only a week are considerable underemployed. Clear? The person working for 8 hours per day, that means per day 8 hours, that means 273 days for a year is considerable employed on a standard basis. It means those who are working less than 14 hours are not employed. Those who are working for 15 to 28 hours a week are underemployed, and those who are actually working for 8 hours per day, it means in a year 273 days in a year, is considerable an employed person on the standard basis. Clear class? Now there are few things which I like to explain you. I want to explain you. First is involuntary unemployment. It means it refers to a situation in which a people are willing to work, but there is no work for them due to the excess labor force in relation to the demand of the labor. Involuntary unemployment means people are willing to work but they are not getting a job because there is no job opportunity for them. Then voluntary unemployment, it is a type of a self unemployment where the person can be fit in the job, the person can be fit in the work, but he is not willing to work. Done. It means the person is actually wanted to work, he is fitted to the work, he is able, he is capable for that work, but he is not willing to work. Then underemployment, it is a situation where a person's capability to work is underutilized. It means he is able, he is capable to work more than what he is actually doing. So his resources has been underutilized. Then full employment. It is a hypothetical situation. It is an imaginary situation in which all the available resources are being used in the most efficient manner. It means the human resource which we are using for doing a particular job, we are actually taking all the resources from that person, we are actually making that person do all the work, and the job also fitted to them, and that person is also willing to work. Clear, class? Then there are some types of unemployment. So there are various types of unemployment. So unemployment has been bifurcated into two parts. First is rural unemployment and other is urban unemployment. So in rural unemployment, seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment considered, and in urban unemployment, educational unemployment is considered. Then again, industrial unemployment is bifurcated into four parts. Done. First is technological unemployment, second is frictional unemployment, third is cyclical unemployment, and fourth is structural unemployment. Clear? So these are the actual types of the unemployment. This chart is actually asked in your exam. We can ask you this chart in the exam, so you need to prepare the types of unemployment very well. Clear, class? So, what are the types of unemployment? There are major two types of unemployment. One is in the village area, rural unemployment, and another is urban unemployment. Rural unemployment having only two types. One is seasonal and one is discussed. And urban unemployment having two types: educational unemployment and industrial unemployment. Clear? Then again, industrial unemployment is bifurcated into four parts: technological unemployment, frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment, and structural unemployment. I hope you have understood this chart very well, because on the basis of that I am going to explain you the further part. Like, now we talk about rural unemployment. See, this unemployment is actually seen in the rural area. It means in the village area. So the unemployment which is found in village is called as a rural unemployment. There are following types of rural unemployment. One is seasonal unemployment and another is disguised unemployment. So seasonal unemployment means a large number of people remain unemployed during the slack season or in the off season. It means those, for example, those farmers who are cultivating sugarcane and who are cultivating jawar, they will cultivate that jawar or sugarcane on their farm on a particular time duration. After a 6 or 3 months, they will remain unemployed for 3 to 4 months. So that 3 to 4 month is actually called as a seasonal unemployment, because they have a season to do work. है ना? According to the weather changes, they do their cultivation work, but after that they get unemployed. Clear, class? So the majority of the labor force in the agricultural sector remain unemployed for nearly 5 to 7 months in a year. And seasonal unemployment is also found in a tourism area, then marriage band, sugarcane factory, ice factory, fishery, etc. See, all these things is actually considered under the seasonal unemployment, because जो पार्ट में जैसे अभी नागपुर में बहुत गर्मी हो गई है, तो यहाँ पे अभी टूरिस्ट नहीं आएंगे. यहाँ पे टूरिस्ट कब आते हैं? जब यहाँ पे ज्यादा ठंडी होती है. देन तो अभी क्या होगा, 5 to 6 7 मंथ के लिए जो हमारे यहाँ के टूरिस्ट है वो अनएम्प्लॉयड हो जाएंगे. देन मैरिज बैंड्स, हमें पता है डीजे वालों का भी एक सीजन होता है, एक टाइम ड्यूरेशन होता है. हम उन्हें सिर्फ शादियों में ही बुला के क्या करते हैं, डीजे यूज करवाते हैं. बाकी टाइम हम ऐसे तो डीजे बजवाते नहीं है ना. तो वो भी उन लोगों के लिए क्या होता है, जब शादी का सीजन रहता है तब मैरिज बैंड या डीजे वालों का सीजन रहता है. देन शुगर केन फैक्ट्री, जब शुगर केन को निकाला जाता है, जब जैगरी बनाई जाती है या शुगर बनाया जाता है, तभी उन फैक्ट्रीज का काम आता है. देन फिशरी, फिशरी का भी एक टाइम ड्यूरेशन होता है कि इसी टाइम पे फिशिंग करना है. जब बहुत ज्यादा हैवी रेनफॉल होता है उस टाइम पे फिशिंग नहीं होती. देन आइसक्रीम फैक्ट्रीज, आइसक्रीम फैक्ट्रीज एक्चुअली हम लोग सिर्फ और सिर्फ समर सीजन में ही आइसक्रीम ज्यादा कंज्यूम करते हैं. विंटर एंड रेनी सीजन में हम आइसक्रीम इतना ज्यादा कंज्यूम नहीं करते हैं. तो ये सारे क्या होते हैं, सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होते हैं. आफ्टर अ टाइम ड्यूरेशन दे गेट अनएम्प्लॉयड. क्लियर? Then unemployment, seasonal unemployment. The concept of seasonal unemployment describe a situation when the workers experience unemployment at a certain time or a year when the demand has decreases. See, अगर फार्म्स में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट हो रहा है तो समझ में आ रहा है कि अब उनका कल्टीवेशन नहीं होगा, पर फैक्ट्रीज में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट हो रहा है इसका मतलब कि फैक्ट्री वालों को अब उनका रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, तो जब रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगा वो तब उनको कॉल करके बुलाएंगे। समझ में आए? तब तक के लिए वो डिमांड जो होती है लेबर की डिक्रीज कर देते हैं। डन। Then disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment is means the number of labor get increases in a particular farm or a area which actually not required. Done. So it is also known as an invisible unemployment. So disguised unemployment is generally found in the village in India. It is a situation in which more people are doing work than the actually required. More people are doing same work on a same place on a same particular area, but that much people are not actually required. Even if some are withdrawn, even if some people are gone from there, the production does not suffer or does not affected. So in other words, it refers to a situation of unemployment with surplus manpower. It means manpower ka बढ़ जाना, in which some workers have zero marginal productivity. For example, uh, if I have a farm and I required only 3 people to work there, but instead of 3 people, if I employed, see, if I have a farm, so I required only 3 people, but instead of 3 people, if 9 people were working there, so if 2 or 3 people were not even working, so my work will not get affected. Why? Because I required only 3 people and 6 extra people are working on a particular farm for a same thing. Clear? So this is actually called as disguised unemployment. So see, if you can see in the picture, more people are engaged in a same activity than the number of person are actually required. 3 person can actually do the work, but for same work, extra 3 people are working. So if few people have been withdrawn from the extra people, my work will not get be affected. डन क्लास. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ डिस्गाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, जहाँ पे जितने का रिक्वायरमेंट अगर उससे ज्यादा लोग काम कर रहे हैं तो 3-4 लोग अगर कम भी हो जाते तो मेरे काम को कोई इफेक्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि मुझे रिक्वायरमेंट सिर्फ और सिर्फ 3 लोगों की ही थी. क्लियर है क्लास? Then disguised unemployment or hidden unemployment. See, it is also called as invisible unemployment, hidden unemployment and disguised unemployment or disguised unemployment. It is an economic term used to refer a portion of the labor force involved in the work with a very minimal to the no productivity. Actually, these 6 people are not doing any kind of a work. They are not productive for my farm. So, for example, would be a small family farm within 10 employee doing the same work. स्मॉल फैमिली है, 2 लोगों में काम हो जाता है, 10 people आर एम्प्लॉयड ऑन द सेम वर्क. इसकी वजह से वेज रेट क्या हो जाता है? फ्लक्चुएट हो जाता है. वेजेस उनको कम मिलेंगे, पॉवर्टी बढ़ेगा, पॉवर्टी बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? आप सबको पता है, पॉवर्टी बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? गरीबी बढ़ेगी, नेशनल इनकम में उतना कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं होगा, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट स्लो डाउन हो जाएगा, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ नहीं हो पाएगा. क्लियर? सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर इंटरकनेक्टेड विथ ईच अदर. Then urban unemployment. Urban unemployment refers to the unemployment found in the urban area. It means cities में, that is town and cities. So urban unemployment refers to the unemployment that exists in the urban area. It is primarily a phenomena of the industry and service sector, because जितना ज़्यादा industry and service sector रहेगा उतना ज़्यादा यहाँ पे employment रहेगा. पर cities and towns में उतनी ज़्यादा industries and सर्विस सेक्टर है नहीं, इसलिए अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ रहा है. So this occur when the size of the organized industry or service sector is not big enough to employ all the educated adult people in the urban area. So जितने भी educated adult people है यानी young youth है, उतने लोग qualified है, educated है, पर इंडस्ट्रीज और सर्विस सेक्टर में उतना जगह नहीं है उन्हें जॉब पे रखने के लिए. समझ में आया? आई थिंक आई एम क्लियर विथ अर्बन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. Now in urban unemployment, the first unemployment is educated unemployment. It means when the people are educated and willing to work but not get the job is known as the educated unemployment. It means the person is qualified, he is capable, but he is not getting the job. So this type of unemployment is found among the 10th pass, graduate, undergraduate and postgraduate people, and those who have cleared their 12th, so they do not get actually job which they actually required. Done. So they are willing to do work but they are not getting a job. Here it is not like that they are not willing to work. They are willing to work but they are not having a particular job, or they are not getting a particular job. So at that time when the person is qualified but not getting a job, it means he is educated unemployed person. Clear class? Then the casual approach of an education. See, those people who are having a casual approach towards their education, imbalance between the job opportunity and number of educated youth, preference for white collar job. White collar job actually means like sitting on a AC room, having all the facilities, just signing one file, and they feel they will earn 50 to 60,000 or 1 lakh rupees, or they are having a good package. So this job were called as a white collar job, and lack of employable skill and lack of awareness about the actually available education opportunities are the main reason for the unemployment among the educated youth in India. Clear? There actually opportunities are there, everything is there, but they are not aware of that. What they believe in white collar job. So for getting a white collar job, you need to do practice, you need to do hard work for that. And if you are having a casual approach towards your study, how you will going to get that white collar job, and how you are going to get actual opportunity or good opportunity of a job. So this kind of a behavior, this kind of an lenient approach towards the education and towards the job actually lead to the educated unemployment in the people, in the youth of the India. Clear? That's why the major amount of youth, the large number of youth in India is unemployed because of their behavior, because of their attitude toward their education, toward their studies, and toward the opportunity which are actually there in the market, but they are not getting it because they are not capable of doing that particular kind of a work. Clear class? Then industrial unemployment. Industrial unemployment, it refers to the unemployment in the industrial sector. So thus unemployed worker may be skilled or unskilled. Clear? So here semi-skilled has not been considered, only skilled and unskilled labor. This is generally a form of a open unemployment. Why it is called a open unemployment? Because slow industry growth, rapid growth of a population, lack of training facilities, low adaptability of a modern technology, because people are not still adaptable to the modern technology which is actually there in the market, and unconventional location of the industry, because the location of the industries, actually industries were set up the long distance from the town and cities, they are in the remote area. So because of that, people are not willing to go that much long, and no low mobility of the labor, it means transportation problem, are the main reason for the industrial unemployment. So there is a work. See, I have told you already that in market there is a work, there is a job, but because of such kind of a problem, people are not willing to work, and that actually create the poverty in India and slow down the economic development of India, even the growth of the India. Done class? Then industrial unemployment is when illiterate people who are willing and able to work in the factory or industry in urban area but cannot find a work falls in this category. As a rural urban migration increases, urban unemployment also does. See, because people get migrated from one place to another place. Rural people are coming here to do work, and urban people are not getting job. So because of the migration of the people, migration means going from one place to another place for the job or for any kind of a reason, for a study or anything. So when people get migrated from one place to another place for job, so what is actually happening? Rural people are more getting migrated in urban area for a job. That's why the urban people are not getting the job. Clear? Then the types of industrial unemployment. Under the industrial unemployment, there are four types of industrial unemployment. First one is technological unemployment. Because of the advancement in the technology, people are not adaptable. How the technology going to work, they don't know. How the computer going to work, they don't know. So because of that, the unemployment has been created. And because of the advanced technology, where 20 people were required for working, because of one new machine has been installed in that factory, that new machine work for against the 20 worker, only one person is required to operate it. So this thing actually created the unemployment also. Done? So technological unemployment arises because of the change in the technology. Modern technology is capital intensive. One time capital you need to invest and required a less labor. See, I have already told you कि जहाँ पे हमें पहले 20 लेबर्स लगते थे, वहाँ पे 20 लेबर्स का काम एक मशीन कर रही है और एक ही पर्सन उसको ऑपरेट करने के लिए चाहिए. So they don't actually industry required then 19 extra people for their work. So when new techniques are introduced in the industrial sector, the existing worker are displaced from their job, and due to the lack of proper training, for example computerization, modern introduction of the robotic technology and etc. So because of this robotic technology, see car, what happened, जो कार के शोरूम होते हैं ना, कार जहाँ पे एक्चुअली मैन्युफैक्चर होती है, वो मशीन सब कुछ इंस्टॉल करके दे देती है। तो अर्लियर क्या होता था, जहां पर एक इंडस्ट्री में 30 to 40,000 पीपल लगते थे एक एक स्पेयर पार्ट को एडजस्ट करने के लिए, फिर वो एक एक करके आगे जाता था। अब वैसा नहीं होता है, सारा का सारा रोबोटिक टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो लोग पूरा मशीन इंस्टॉल करके देते हैं, एंड दे रिक्वायर्ड ओनली 4,000 people to do the maintenance work. So the labor force has been reduced because of that only. Clear class? Then frictional unemployment. Now frictional unemployment is caused due to the breakdown of the machinery, power failure, storage of raw material and strike by the worker. This unemployment is not permanent. This is a temporary unemployment. If electricity has gone, if there is a shutdown, machinery is not working properly, so for that particular time the worker are not working. So frictional unemployment is temporary unemployment, it is not permanent unemployment because of any reason, like power gone, power breakdown, machinery breakdown, failure of power, storage of raw material or anything, any reason. So because of that the frictional unemployment causes. Clear? Then cyclic unemployment. Now cyclic unemployment is resulted to the cyclic fluctuation in the level of business activity, and economy passes through these phases of prosperity and depression. I have already told you what does inflation, depression, prosperity. Prosperity is a time duration when company is working very good. So during this period of depression, effective demand fall which lead to the fall in the price and the profit earning of the product. So because of the depression, what happened? The product price has been reduced. If the product price has been reduced, it actually resulted in the corresponding decline in the investment and production of the commodity. A fall in the production is actually lead to the fall in the employment. जितना ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन कम करना पड़ेगा उतने ज्यादा लोगों की हमको जरूरत नहीं है, उतने ज्यादा वर्कर्स की हमें जरूरत नहीं है। क्लियर? तो जितने कम प्रोडक्शन होगा उतने कम वर्कर हमें लगेंगे। तो डिप्रेशन का ये एक इफेक्ट होता है। डिप्रेशन मीन्स, I hope you all know, depression means fall in the price of a commodity, and if the commodity price get fall, it means the producer will not produce it more. If he is not producing it more, so he will not require that much quantity of employee or worker or a labor in his industry. Clear class? Then structural unemployment. This is a type of unemployment arises due to a drastic change in the economic structure of a country. So this change may be affect either the supply or the demand of the factory of the production. See, factor of production क्या होता है? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. तो अगर structural unemployment हुआ, पूरा का पूरा मैंने structure ही change कर दिया है, तो actually I don't require that person to do the work. For example, structural changes in economy are caused by the change in the government policy, storage of capital, shortage of capital, shifting of the industry from one region to another region, etc. is actually the structural unemployment in a long-term phenomenon. Clear class? Then structural unemployment take place because of the mismatch between the skill of the worker and the job that are actually available. See, mismatch हो जाता है कि जॉब जो एक्चुअली अवेलेबल है उसके साथ में उसका क्वालिफिकेशन या स्किल मैच नहीं हो पाती है जो काम है। लाइक अर्लियर क्या यूज होता था? हॉर्स कार्ट यूज होता था, है ना, घोड़ा गाड़ी यूज होती थी। फिर पूरा का पूरा एक स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हुआ और ऑटो रिक्शा आ गया। समझ में आया? तो ये होता है स्ट्रक्चरल चेंज होना। लाइक इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ कंप्यूटर, जैसे ही कंप्यूटर टाइपिंग इंट्रोड्यूस्ड हुआ तो जो टाइपराइटर टाइपिस्ट थे जो एक्चुअली टाइपराइटर पे टाइप करते थे वो अनएम्प्लॉयड हो गए। समझ में आया? सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड ऑल द टाइप्स ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, and thank you class. We will continue this chapter in our next lecture. Thank you so much.